what do you think about Honeycomb Brazy? Honeycomb Brazy, when he came out, he immediately went at Mob Ties. He immediately went at Finesse. How do you feel about how he came out and the 2 songs that he dropped? You know, of course, he did them on his own too, while supposedly not being able to get money off of them, but he did crazy numbers. How do you feel about the way he came out?
Salute Brazy, you know.
Shout out to
man, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, we in a different day. You know what I mean? Like,
Brazy came out hard, man. Crazy hard, man.
Yes, he came out hard. You know what I'm saying? Pause. He did it. He did he's continuing to do his thing. My people just hit me right now. They actually with him literally right now. Like, literally. I just, on my way over here, I just got a video. My partner just sent me, he's with him right now. They're in Alabama right now with Birdman, by the way. I might have to show you that shit. But I don't know. I'm different, bro. Like, I don't know. If you kill my grandma, I ain't no rapper no more. Like, if you kill my grandma, I don't, it's hard for me to process the desire to do this shit. If something like that, I couldn't smile. Like, Thanksgiving. What about Thanksgiving? You know, I'm a Muslim. I don't celebrate it, but I'm just saying, like, family gatherings and shit. Like, if it's true, because, you know, so much of this internet shit is, you never know really what the reality is. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I already know I'm not gonna. If we get into it and my grandma and grandpa get caught up in my shit to where you done took their life, I already know that I'm not gonna live much longer. That's me. Like, I ain't gonna live that much longer. So by me knowing that I ain't gonna be alive much longer, I ain't thinking rap, and I damn sure ain't thinking get out and talk about nobody that didn't have nothing to do with my number one concern is my grandma and my grandpa. Revenge, like avenging they death. Like, I ain't letting that go. You know, I ain't rap beefing with nobody. I mean, just me. So no disrespect to him. I just think that everybody got different mind frames. And we just live in a time where people do things in their own kind of ways. But it's hard for me to see past that, to be honest. Like,
into the music and everything else.
I'm not doing nothing else no more. Like, until, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on some red, I'm dying. Like, I already know I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And like, shit. I mean, you killed my grandma and grandpa. I got what the fuck you want me to do? I don't want to hear no beat and then like that. You know what I'm saying?
That might be his way though, of like
cope with it,
expressing that feeling, coping with that.
Yeah,
just coming out in the rap game and just going at everybody. Because even the first day he got out, he was like, I'm ready to box fight anybody, any nigga. And then, of course, you know, he went at Finesse, he went at Mob Ties, everything. So, do you think he was too quick to get into friction with other rap people?
I think he's a very intelligent individual of this new era.
He done viral.
Yeah, I think that he know what the fuck he doing in that way. And that's what I'm saying. Like, these niggas be way more culture intelligent
advanced
than motherfuckers before. Cause I'm telling you, you ain't never, if that's me in that situation, you ain't even talking about me no more. Cause once my grandma and grandpa and them died, I ain't even going to jail. I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill and die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all about, I guess, how you is as a person.
Yeah. The music that you heard from him thus far, how do you feel about Honeycomb Brazy music?
I think that I'm not fully familiar with his music. When I got out, he had some shit that was moving. I'm not really just all the way, you know, abreast as to, you know, I know he a real nigga or I know he perceived as a real nigga that's really about the shit that he's about. Obviously he is, if motherfuckers feel like they got murder your people type shit. But, you know, I don't, you know, I'm sorry. Bro.
You don't know. Shit.
Nah, I'm saying, like, fuck rapping.
Man,
shit. They didn't kill my grandma. What about my uncles? What about my auntie? What about my you know, nieces and nephews? Man, I can't even imagine going around my uncle, man. And I'm like, what the fuck my uncle gonna do? He probably gonna file for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
file for you for not doing nothing.
for getting his mama killed.
Right.
You know, like what the fuck? I don't know though. But then you know things be deeper than what we know too. So you never, you know, you don't know what all transpired. You don't know what all is the reason behind a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah. Allegedly, Mob Ties said that he wasn't allowed to release any music because he's in a lifetime contract with Mob Ties.
I don't know.
Allegedly. And so he's been releasing music. He's saying, you spoke on him being out there with Birdman. The rumor is that, he wants to get with Birdman, but can't get out the contract with Mob Ties. He went at Mob Ties a little bit, but in going at Mob Ties, he said that, why y'all ain't do me like you did Finesse, or why y'all ain't do me like you did Pimp C? Fuck it, I'm better than Pimp C.
Viral talk, you know.
Okay. How do you feel about him saying that he's better than Pimp C?
I mean, Pimp is gone and a legend, and somebody that you talking about a million years later, 16, 17 years after his death. Yeah. You know, after his death. You know, I think that's what I'm saying, like it's viral talk, you know. The real reality, you got resumes, you know what I'm saying? Pimp C was a signed rapper at 15, 16 years old before this shit was even
producer.
like... Yeah, 16 something years old. You talking about cultivating sound. You talking about standing up on this shit to where niggas from Alabama and Louisiana can speak proudly about being from the South. Even so that Dre 3000 can stand up and say, hey, the South got something to say. Before all of that was a nigga named Chad Butler, nigga from fucking Port Arthur, Texas, making this shit something that we can say, nigga, you know what I mean? Giving this shit some kind of ground and a leg to stand on, and having an attitude of fuck it about anybody that wasn't fucking with this shit, and putting a standard on this shit down here. So that notwithstanding, the fact of you talking about the Mob Tie, the Prince family and all that shit, you know, they don't deal well in fucking antics and theatrics and shit like that. So if you into some shit like that while you're incarcerated, whether you just tripping or just caught a vibe and just saying some shit in jail, you know, I would think that they would hold that shit, you know, a little personal. You know what I'm saying? And that could affect the way, you know what I mean, like they receive you upon your release or whatever. I would think, you know what I mean? I think that we got to be mindful of the shit that we say, because a motherfucker could take it any kind of way. I don't know. You know, I just think that's potentially the case. I think they move with respect, I would think. Whether you like the shit that they do or not do, I think they do move with a certain level of respect. And I think that there's a certain level of predictability when you are a person of respect. Like, you know what I'm gonna do, and you know, like, if you know if I don't like some shit that you're doing, like, I'm gonna be moving in a certain way in response to what you did. It don't have to always be violently. I could be dragging my feet. I could withhold some shit. You know, you know what I mean? Everything's at my disposal when I feel like you disrespect me. The same way as my love, when you receiving my love and it feels good. You know, you receiving the good of what my love can bring you in, you know. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword.
That's what's up.